Hey everybody, it's Wednesday evening, October 25th, 2023. Just got back from walking my dog. Think we both needed the walk or I would have been here shooting this earlier, but we needed it. Anywho, I just wanted to get on real quick to talk about the awakening experience and what it was like for me because I know a lot of you are going through it right now. And it's a more than likely before you started waking up, you went through probably the darkest night of the soul, probably one of the hardest periods of your life, and that's pretty typical. And when I started waking up, I told you about it kind of upset all my family and friends. They just didn't understand what was going on with me and why I was talking about things they had no real understanding of or experience with. And in talking with some young relatives, when this was first happening, I was telling them about feeling the energy and crystals and things like that. And uh, anyway, there's a lot of rejection. I got a call from the mother of one of these 20-year-old children asking me not to discuss this stuff with them, which I thought was just incredibly bizarre with the children. And these children were in their 20s. So there's a lot of rejection when you start talking about this stuff to your family and friends, and just don't force the issue. If you bring it up and they don't seem to be interested, don't force it. You'll make yourself and them miserable, and it's just not worth it. I think the best thing is just to be an example, work on you, and eventually, as you raise your vibration, you're going to start attracting new people. You're going to attract more people in your family, and these people are going to resonate very much with you, and they will become more like a family than your family is a lot of the time. And it's wonderful to have some people who are like-minded that you can share with and talk with. When I think I mentioned, how upset my children were, my two daughters, when I was first waking up. I had been through some pretty horrendous stuff before all of this. And then I had the surgery, and then it was botched, and then I was home, and I was in and out of the hospital a half dozen times. And about a month and a half, lost 25 pounds in the first 2 weeks. But anyway, I don't want to get off into that. Anyway, they were so upset, and they just didn't understand me and who I was. They didn't even know how to talk to me. And I didn't know how to talk to them. And it was very upsetting. Every time they would cry on the phone, and they just didn't understand who I was anymore. And anyway, a beautiful thing did happen. So in time, if you will just live by example, work on yourself, raise your vibration, and be an example, they might get curious as to why you were so happy all the time and at peace. And then you might be able to approach them. It's much easier to broach the subject when you are asked about it rather than forcing it on people. I learned it the hard way. But now I might cry when I say this, and I'm sorry. But a couple of years after the awakening, and my daughters were kind of loosening up to the idea that they had kind of a new mom, and they were all accepting of her. For Mother's Day, they sent me a beautiful stone, and it's this piece of Larimar right here. Larimar comes from the Dominican Republic only. Looks like the ocean and the sky. It's got a very calming feeling, and it works with your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat chakra, and it works with your heart chakra. Anyway, when I received this, it meant a great deal to me. It meant more than just a new stone in my collection, new crystal in my collection. It meant that they were more accepting of me and who I had become. So it does get easier. I wish you many blessings on your journey. It's not always easy, but it's most definitely worth it. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.